If you've been not living under a rock, you have seen that the market was absolutely beautiful this week. I don't know. I thought because there was going to be a lot of news, a little bit of crazy fundamentals, that we were going to have a little bit of chaos. But I am going to, as always, dive right in, and let's just check out this beauty. Now, if you guys pay attention, I don't know who pays attention to these and who doesn't, but I identify every one of these trades that I am looking at on the lives, and then I post them on my Instagram, and then I go over them in the Discords. I go over them everywhere I possibly can, and especially if you're a part of my personal group with Imperial FX Academy, if you're on my Instagram, Imperial FX Academy, yeah. So I love gold. I trade gold normally every other day of the week, if not every single day of the month. Gold is what has created the lifestyle that I had, what I lived for the last 7 years. It's just, and a lot of people think that gold's very hard to trade. Gold trades off levels, and it's been doing the same thing for the last 5 years that I've traded it. There are others, obviously. People trade like US 30, GBP, JPY, all those other pairs. They are great, but you'll see, especially with the euro, this is why I do not like trading the euro, because the euro can be doing a beautiful trend and then out of nowhere completely break every single technical that you've ever seen. And that's why, like, a lot of my friends, they like Euro USD because, like, oh, it works on levels. And then I'll text them about, hey man, how's everything going? And like, yeah, I blew my account. It went completely against me and stuff like that. So that's why. Now, obviously, gold is a fundamentally driven pair, it being the biggest asset and safe haven of the world. And I say this in almost every single live. Carlos, good morning, by the way. I see you. And you guys, if anybody who is attending this, please be active in the chat. Ask me anything and everything, because it keeps me. It's very hard. You know, I'm just sitting here talking to myself right now. So I appreciate everyone who, just interacts with me and stuff like that. Just giving me more content to talk about. So I hope you all had a wonderful trading week. And the whole point of these lives, and this is for anybody, if you're doing good, Emil. The whole point of these is to that necessarily me help you pass challenges, because obviously that's all into your own personal, ability. But I want to teach you guys and share with you my experiences and what I look for on a day-to-day basis, so that it can help you and that you can fine-tune and fine-tweak your strategy to where you can be profitable. Because it's not fun, and I'm not, like, listen, let me say this, a little disclaimer. I lose money all the time, but I make money just as much. My wins are here, my losses are here. That's because I use 40 pip stops. Like, if you guys can see this screen, I use a 40 pip stop on every single trade I take. It's not, I'm looking for the recent lows or the recent highs, 40 pips. It's 40 pips because if I'm in a trade and it goes 40 pips or above against me, then 9 times out of 10, that trade is no longer valid, and it's either doing a counter trend trade or the market's just reversed. I can't, I'm very gifted at what I do and how I analyze the markets, but I'm wrong a lot of the times. But as long as I can make my rights more than my wrongs, then it's okay. As you can see, 40 pip stop from 2047 to 2030, and gold almost hit. We had some fundamentals that might drive it around a little bit, and then it might hit the target, and then we're going to continue for the longer push. But 2048 to 2051, small risk, high reward. That is the game changer for your trading. I'll say it again. Small risk, huge reward. That's what you're aiming for. Now, there's a lot more than just let me aim for more pips, because what goes into that a lot of people don't understand is your patience. I watch people all the time. They're like, man, if I'd have just held this trade a little bit longer, I would have made this, this, and this. Well, why didn't you? You'll hold your trade all the way to your stop loss, but as soon as you're in profit, you cut it because you don't want to go through the panic. That makes no sense. And I understand it because I went through it. Everybody goes through it. When you're in the blue, the emotions that you have, we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. Euro USD. Yeah, I'll chart any pair that you guys want me to chart up. Let me know in the chat, and I'll pair it up, or I'll mark it up. But what I'm saying is, you've got to be willing. If you're going to hold your stop loss, whether it's 30, 40, 50 pips, and you're holding all the way into that drawdown, and you're not holding 40 to 50 pips into profit, you're playing yourself. Like your trading journey is going to go downhill every time, because the biggest battle of your emotions is winning against you. You've got to be able to hold your trades. Now, if you're scalping an intraday, I understand, but that's why I say for the sustainability and the longevity of trading, you want to be able to start doing swing trades. And it's like you guys see, and I'll do this at the end of this live. I'll mark up my chart exactly how I trade. It takes me 5 minutes to mark up the levels, and then I just trade from level to level, reverse or against or with. I feel good, 99. All right, so Ahmad, I'm going to let's hit Euro USD first. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so now, do you want me to completely mark this up, or you want me to just give it like a little short-term analysis for going into next week? Let me know, because I'll go full-blown into how I mark this up. I actually went into this, and you guys can see this was the last live, because I think someone else asked me about this. And look if y'all would have held this. Like if anybody would have gotten in this trade as we were talking about it, bing, bang, boom. You're talking, I don't even know how many pips that is. Somebody do the math. 1.06 to 1.09, almost 1.10. And by the book. And this is because when I do my levels, I can already tell y'all this. You see this right here? Let me go to my drawing board. Where are you at? Okay, no. You see this high right here? Where's my little thing at? What is it doing here? Y'all know how it has a little bar? This is why I hate. Okay, short term first. Yeah, absolutely. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, we'll just do this. All right. Y'all have no idea. Like when I came in this morning, I was getting prepared for live. My trading view, all my charts were gone. It wouldn't let me log in. My Gmail wouldn't let me log in. Forex Factory was all messed up. So I'm like, okay, guys, we're going to have this type of day. Not working today. Anyways, you see all these lives. All right. What is this? I'm just going to do this. Let's clone this. Copy. Oh my, y'all see? This is what happens sometimes. Like the devil or whoever wants to just ruin my lives. But anyways, do you see these right here? Can I please? I'm going to just do this. You see these levels? Every single one of these highs. Does anybody, let me just ask this. Anybody know in the chat how to get, okay, there, thank you. There it is. Nope, see, it goes away immediately. I don't know what's going on today. Okay, anyways, I'll just go back and forth to this every single time. You see these highs? We had our long-term bearish trend where Euro hit this area here, come back down. You see this massive area of support. Let's do this right here. Huge area of support. And it respected. That means that now we are going to be reaching to the new highs. So if our recent high was around 112, and we see price going up in that direction and we're playing the ladder game, you already know that we're going to be reaching new highs. So where would be a good time to get in? Perfect example. Now, let me I apologize, guys. Like I want the bar to be up where I can just pick all my favorites. I'm about to get help. Boss man. You know when you're on TradingView and you got your little drawing, like your tools?
Yeah.
Will you come help me real quick, because I don't know what happened, and this is, y'all are seeing this live. This handsome man.
Let's see. That right?
Yes. What did you just do?
The start right here.
Okay, see, I apologize, y'all, because I'm super ignorant. I can trade, but I don't work it. But anyway, okay. Thank you, big man. All right, so now, I apologize, y'all. It's just one of them days. We're going to have one of them days. All right, so I find my levels, and this is what I'm going to do. Let me just remove all drawings. Point. Now, I'm going to go through this real quick, short term, just on based off current price action. I go to the higher time frame. I go to the candles, and I click line chart. What I'm doing with this is I'm finding the peaks and valleys based off current price action. Don't worry about way down here. Don't worry about way up here, because we're just short term. Now, long term, I would do all these areas. That way you have the story, basically the story of identifying where the trend's going and what we can do. First thing now, and somebody asked me this about trend lines. I'll try to improvise this as well in this. But so monthly, you can do a trend line here, like find your most recent touches like this. And then we'll do this area here. So we see, even though Euro USD is in a massive bearish momentum, we see it going to different levels. So that's just our trend lines on the monthly. This can be your massive zones that when you know that it's getting to this area, unless there's a huge fundamental push, price is going to completely retrace against that area. All right. Then we have our lines. We look for our peaks and valleys based off current price action. So boom, we have support. Why is this a massive support? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All those areas where we know price has hit support, obviously that's a significant level, and that means that there might be a shift in the economy with the US dollar. There might be super shifts of with our presidential campaign, stuff like that. That is where the monumental shifts come from. And this is where the shift of momentum for the trend change comes from. So current price action, we're looking for our levels. Boom. You don't have to be perfect on wicks and bodies and all that stuff. A lot of you guys, you've learned off a bunch of social media people that they teach baby pip strategies that will not, and you understand this now, will not get profitable. Simple, clean, clutter free. You guys see, like I'm just looking peaks and valleys and where I feel like there's a significant area. This is where current price action is. That's the monthly. That's enough. Let's go to the weekly. We see still pretty good bit. Daily, anything that we missed. Potentially we could put some more in this area, but I don't want to clutter up the chart. Now, if you want to, you can do this. Like, remember, there's no perfect area. You don't have to be like, man, I'm not sure. Do I put it here, put it here? What you don't want to do is adjust these. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. You see, clean, 0 indicators, no Fibonacci's, no moving averages. Every single indicator lags. You tell yourself that it works because you try to adjust it to how it works for you, but it does not work. It's going to lead you in the wrong direction. Please, the most profitable way you can trade is clean charts, clutter-free, no indicators that lag. Just, I'm telling y'all, I've been successful with this for almost 8 years now. Even in my failing, I was still successful. I was just going crazy with my lot sizes. This is how I trade. This is how the people that I know personally, the real traders, we all trade the same way. literally. The Instagram traders, they want to make a cool story, and they want to make a bunch of cool posts, and they want to make a bunch of cool reels about how ADX works and the Fibonacci works, and this makes the confluence and the divergence is so beautiful. Sounds great, but they're making money off of you, off your signups, and they never show their live accounts. They only show the broker's accounts that they're affiliated with. That's a IB broker agreement. It's a fake account, guys. Going too far on this. Anyways, in the charts, daily, 4 hour. Okay, so we have the story. We have our zones. Me as a swing trader, I only trade off these zones. Now, as an intraday and scalper, what you can do is you can trade off the heart line. The heart line of these zones that you created is the center of each and every zone. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just looking for multiple touches and tests. These are the heart lines. Why do I call it the heart line? Just like a heart monitor, price just bing, 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 back and forth. And it realistically, when you go to lower time frames, it plays out every single time. Now, me as a swing trader, I do not like taking trades off this because it can be looking like a buy, and then just like current price action here, we're going in a huge, massive bullish direction, and then it hits the heart line and reverses. That is why I don't like to. But as a scalper and intraday trader, you can take trades. Now, so when I switch from line chart to candles is when I've got all these marked up and all the way down to the 4 hour. I don't go any lower than the 4 hour, so I'm going to switch back real quick, and I'm going to try to answer some questions about, do you trade from your phone? Right? Do you use buy limit orders? So I only trade from my phone. I do not use the computers. I've only traded off my phone because that's how I learned. That's how I had to. I was working for the railroad. I didn't have any other choice. I was hiding in the bathrooms. I was hiding on locomotives. I was hiding downstairs. That's all I learned, and that's all I could do. It's a little bit harder. Now, I do want to, maybe one of my lives next week, I'll try to figure out how I can hook it up to my phone, and I'll chart up through here, because obviously on the computer, you see a much larger picture. So you can see a lot of more history. You can see a lot more accurate of your levels. I'm at the point, and this comes from experience, where I can literally look at a chart, and let's just see. Oh, by the way, another 100K passed. I don't know if y'all can read that. And less than 6 hours. I'm doing this because me personally, I'm trying to, first of all, get a bunch of my family funded that does not trade, but it's going to be like a Christmas present to them that's funded and ready for withdrawal. And then I would love to do a giveaway, because right now it's almost over 1 million in accounts that I have that I've passed over the last month and a half. But anyways, I can look at this and immediately I can see the levels. And you see my levels. But trading on the phone, it just takes a little bit longer time. It takes a little bit more experience. But I do not use limit orders. I only do market execution. My stop limit size is always 40 pips. 40 pips, how much in price difference? Not necessarily understanding what you mean by that. It's just 40 pips, regardless of what pair. US 30. Now, okay, US 30, I haven't traded US 30 in a few months. But obviously, when you're using something different like US 30 or NASDAQ that calculates pips differently, you might want to figure out a strategy that you can intertwine 40 pips. So you just got to figure out what that calculates to. But anyways, okay. I'm going to try to scale this down so I can jump on some more pairs. Euro USD, we have our levels here, and let's do this. We see that price still hasn't tested this area, even though price has broke this level. So what price could do is come down to this area. These are just potential possibilities. Price could come down to the heart line and do this. So bounce right there. Price could come down, bounce right here. But so what area do we look for? What area do we look for that's a significant area for us? So look to the left and see where price touched the most. Price tested here, 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 and here, and here. Other than that, pretty significant zone here. But in order for it to breach this level, we're going to be testing this zone. I don't see Euro USD doing that because that means that then the US dollar has got to gain some massive strength. But let me say this. Tomorrow, please, if you're anybody listening to this, tomorrow, Friday, Jerome Powell speaks. He is the most influential person in the world right now when it comes to the US dollar. He gets on the mic, he creates waves through the economy. He's like when Trump used to jump on Twitter, literally he controls the world right now when he gets on there and speaks. I don't like him. Nobody likes him. If you trade stocks, if you trade anything, you don't like this man because he loves creating chaos. So, best advice, it's already Thursday. If you're in profit, close your trades and then just watch how the fundamentals play when this dude talks. Because I'm telling you, this guy is monumental. Like nobody even comes close to him when he speaks. And that is at, let me see, he speaks at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. So he's talking twice. This dude's getting on there and he's fixing to destroy the world. But just kidding. But now when he talks, he could push the Euro USD down and we could retest this zone right here. Just I would say, look for continuations of sales, but we have massive fundamentals. So just be careful with that. All right. That's Euro USD. I hope you appreciate that a little bit. Let me go to AUD/JPY. I have never traded this pair in my life, but it looks like it is in a massive bullish. It almost looks like it's replicating Euro USD. This is just on the 4-hour. Let me look down. I think I marked this up for y'all a while back. All right, so I already see price has touched an area here. Let me go to my line chart. This is what you do. Immediately look at line chart because the line chart shows the most accurate area. Peak, try to put it close to your peaks. Peak, boom. I didn't even see that. See what I mean? I didn't even look over and left and see, but I just moved that to where I felt like it was the closest. Boom. And we have a touch all the way back here in 2022. So obviously this is a significant zone, and you see what happened. As soon as price touched, boom, price got out of there. So if we see price testing this area and then it's testing it again, 9 times out of 10, it's like anything. If you punch a wall and you punch a wall, eventually you're going to blast through it. You have the resistance and support. When you're punching through the ceiling, eventually you're going to blast through it. Same with support. If you hit one time, the first initial thing, it's like, I know this is stupid, but most of you guys are men on here. Go punch a tree. What's going to happen? Your first initial reaction is you're going to pull away. It's going to hurt. It's going to do some damage, right? Same with price. First touch, always boom. But then you have that massive energy that's coming in that pushes through. Now, I'm not going to go all the way to the daily, the monthly and the weekly. I'm just going to try to do this real quick because I know I'm taking a lot of y'all's time, and I appreciate y'all. Let me just do this. Current price action, I see a zone here. And let's do this. And, okay, let's go down to 4-hour. Looks great. Maybe one more right here close to that area, and then we're going to switch back to candles. And then we have our zones. So we see price tested here. We see price tested here. And we also see where price, oh no, I'm gonna do this right here because we see our resistance becomes support, and then you see how price is playing, doing its waves. Price in every single pair moves in waves, up and down. Whether it's going up, it's still in waves. Whether it's going down, it's still in waves. So just try to recognize those areas when you're looking for entries. I don't like doing counter trends, so we're in this bullish momentum, right? So we're looking for buys. So where would buys be? I only take trades off our zones. So this would be our buy area. Now, price touched this zone. So what does that mean it's doing? Now, you guys know, unless you're new here, this is my strategy. This is what I look for on my entries. I look for break, hook, and go. It's literally price breaks that level, comes back to retest, once I see the retest, I don't care what kind of candle it is, I'm in the buy because I'm riding the momentum. It's broke through my level. It's coming to retrace, and then we hit the buys. Doesn't mean like you had this area here, break, hook, and then go. You still were in a good trade because that's still like 100 pips, but price went against us. You're going to have losses. It's okay. You will not have every single trade a win. It's okay. But if you start learning your levels and you start finding out how to take trades off those levels, you see price respected, boink, and gone. These are on pullbacks. These are on pullbacks. So this is what we're looking for. I'm looking for price to do this number right here. Come up, and on low time frame, it might be doing it right now. Come up. Nope. This is a significant zone. So price is definitely probably going to move sideways here, and then bam, move off. So AJ, I'm looking for buys. That's what I'd say. Oh, and look right here. How amazing is this beautiful candle structure? What I just said. Break, hook, and go. Let's just do this right here, and we'll come back next week on this bad boy. Love y'all. Okay, 40 pips though. So 40 pip stop. This is what I would be taking. 87654. Let's just do that. And look, and see price might still test into that zone. It's okay. That's what I'm looking for. Beautiful. This is literally the break, hook, and go. You are witnessing it live. Going down the 5-minute time frame. Break, hook, go. All right. 97,500. Yeah, you're in a beautiful, beautiful entry then. Hey, Carlos, I'm telling you, gold is the telling you. All right, let's do UJ real quick, and then I'll end this, you guys. JPY. All right. Bump, 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 bump. Already have this marked up, and we can see. Let's go to the higher time frame. We're on. Oh yeah, y'all remember this? Whoever joined the live last time, literally went over this live, and look how it played out. 146 to 152. Do the math on that. If it was even a 0.5 lot, $5 per pip times, I don't know how many pips is that? 700 pips? I don't know. Math is hard for me. I'm sorry. You see, this is. Let me just show y'all. This is the type of stuff when Jerome Powell speaks. He literally speaks, and it goes from 150 to 147 in a second. Boing. All right. Now, remember, we do have fundamentals coming. Jerome Powell's going to be speaking. I'm looking for gold to skyrocket. So what does that mean? That means that just looking off UJ in a 2-second split, we have price hit support, came back, blasted through. Now price is retesting this area, and we are looking for shorts at this area, as in live right now. 40 pip stop, point, and we are, boom, we're going to the next zone. Where's the next zone? Look at there. I didn't even look to the left, but we look for our profit zones of previous zones. I see this to the left where price touched. I'm going to just draw this all the way over here. I see that was a very significant, this would be the massive area of resistance. Price tried to break through. It finally did break through. Now we're going to come back and retest this area. So that is from 147 to 146 or 145, maybe 110 pip trade. Still a beautiful trade for 40 pip stops. And price could potentially continue down. Like you see, even though UJ's in this huge thing, this is how price, remember, price flows. Boink, boink. Price tested this area where it could not break through, and then it could, hopefully not this far, because then that means the U.S. economy is absolute trash, and we're done, and things are going to be destroyed, hard, bad times for the U.S. dollar. Hey, Powell is definitely a trend changer. Definitely. I trade going on Nas. Yeah, and so Swain, perfect example of what you said. So that's why I kind of got away a little bit from scalping and intraday trading, because it takes so many trades. Like if you have that loss, if you're doing the 1-to-1, 1-to-1, it takes so many trades to get past that. So in order to have like a massive, or not a massive, just a successful win rate realistically, to where you feel and you can see and hold the profits, you've got to start changing it to 1-to-2, 1-to-3, 1-to-4, stuff like that. If I trade intraday, do you think it's better for me to look for 1-to-2? Absolutely. See, I didn't see you had put that. Absolutely, because 1-to-1, that's what a lot of people like to use, because you're using low risk to reward, and but think of it long term. Think of it long term. You win, you lose 5 trades. It takes more than 5 trades to become profitable. You've got to gain back all the loss and some. So 1-to-2 would be my most minimal, because 1 loss, 1 win can wipe 2 losses. So just really focus on the biggest thing, guys. If y'all listen to anything that I say, if you've been following me for however long, you'll notice swing trading is the game changer. And a lot of traders don't even know how to swing trade because they cannot control their emotions. But I'm telling you, if you want to get to that next level in life to where you can realistically live off your trading, and see, y'all notice I haven't said a dollar amount yet. What I'm saying is, if you want to live off your trading, let's just scale this down real quick. Let's not even look at the charts. 98% of the income in the United States, or let's just say 90%, okay, because somebody's going to fact check me, are making like $200 a day or less. $200 a day or less. I can accidentally make $200 on the charts without even looking, just a buy or sell and play around and make $200. You guys know you can just as well, and that's using very low risk. $200 a day adds up when you're just playing around on your computer or phone, and then you're now making $5 to $6 grand a month additional income off very low risk. Uh-oh, y'all watch out. Search Trader Mom's coming in. But for real, $200 to $300 a day adds up. That's a lot of money. It's you guys focused on this $1 million stuff. Nobody gets to millionaire overnight. You have to get to the 100, then the 200, then the 300. I watch these horrible, like you guys send me these videos on Instagram. It's like, it's this idiot. It's so much easier for me to make $1 million than it is to make 100K. And you guys are like watching these fake influencers that all they do is they create an office and set up, and now they're on a podcast, and then boom, they're the most influential person in the world. I lost brain cells even repeating what this idiot said. Low, small profits compound to big profits. You have to start small to get big. $50 a day. Do that consistent for a week. Then $100 a day. You're going to have losses. It's okay. $200 a day. $300 a day. To then where you get to the point where you're doing $10,945 for the day. So it doesn't start. You don't get that point overnight. You got to work on it. And a lot of you guys, you're trying so hard to hit those home runs. Focus on the 1-to-2s, the 1-to-3s. Then, like I said, once you get you want the sustainability, the longevity of your trading, the consistency, you want to start swing trading, because swing trading on these higher levels, like from here, this massive swing here, let's just say to here, you have 151 to 146. So count the pips. That's like 700, 800 pips on one trade. And that's where you break the brokers. Even if it's a shyster broker, they can only slip price when you close. They can't take all your profits away. But how to counteract that? This is why I'm with Surge. I'm done with the brokers. I'm done with all that craziness crap that you guys see going on right now. I trust Surge. I used very low risk. I get funded, I pass my challenge, and then boom, no risk to me. Making profits. If I lose, I still made back my initial buy of the audition. That is why prop firm trading is the game changer. Super game changer. Low risk to you. Prove that you can trade. Use the time frame that you have, and then it's just super low risk. Aim for $100 to $200 a day. You're going to be under the radar, and it's super easy to do. So yeah, let's just check this out. While we were talking 15 minutes. I don't think. Yeah, this was. So we were realistically right here. So I put that on the higher time frame so we can move this over here. And that's for UJ. What else do we look for? AUD, JPY, AUD, JPY. Now, I don't know much about the Aussie dollar, so this could replicate UJ completely and bounce back down to that area. I don't know. So I'm just looking based off what I've seen. And, I mean, that looks pretty good. And then let's look at EURUSD real quick before I end this live. Yeah, so, I mean, everything's looking a little wonky right now because I know we have Jerome Powell coming in. Because every pair we looked at is almost bearish. Even the Euro USD and UJ, and you know those two correlate on the opposite ends. So it's kind of wonky. Now let's look at my beautiful baby, and then I'm going to end this, you guys. Oh, and look at this. Look at this. You see these trades? On the lives. All on the lives. This is why I say, hey guys, come join the live, because this is what we talk about. Pink, 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 pink. And look at this beauty. And you see, like, when you see these little candles right here of just complete indecision, that's when you see a massive wicks, just buyers and sellers fighting, massive pending orders going in. You know something fundamental is fixing to come. But 15 minutes, price almost touched this level. This is where I'm looking for buys. Just to let you guys know, I'm looking for buys on gold around 2030.40. See this beautiful area right here, pink. Price retest point. News come out. Jerome Powell destroys US dollar, and oh my God, we are to the moon. Dogecoin. Guys, I appreciate y'all's time. I appreciate all of you who stayed on this long. I love y'all. I wish y'all a absolute wonderful end to your week and a wonderful weekend. I hope to see y'all on my next lives. I hope you guys appreciate the time I spend to try to help y'all and teach y'all. If you're recapping on this, I appreciate all you as well. And thank you all for who are active in the chats. I love y'all, and I will see y'all next week. Yeah.
I'll get across.